I am my own muse. Something about you is so inspiring or so unique, you personally cannot find another being quite like yourself. You can't quite find another creator quite like yourself. There's something about you being inspired by yourself or your own vision, and you can't seem to find the same sauce or juice anywhere else. Yes, it could be attempted to be replicated, mocked, whatever, but it never quite hits the same. It's not from the same source. It's watered down, bastardized, or sugar-coated, or like you can tell. It doesn't come from the source, the meat. All right, let's get a card for you. We have the Emperor, okay? No one quite does it like you. You are your own muse because your action speaks louder than your words, or you have not yet met another person who's willing to go the lengths that you have, who's willing to do the things that you have, who's willing to be disciplined, who's willing to put your foot down one in front of the other. You have yet to meet someone that will go to the lengths that you have to create yourself. Okay? So you have stepped into a position of authority over your own life, and you're like, wow, no one quite has the jingle like I do. No one quite has the spice like I do. No one quite has the strategy like I do. Okay? So tell me more. What's coming up for this Emperor here? Rainbow. So something about a new beginning is on its way. There's something about a god or a goddess that is related to the sun, strong sun correspondence, or there's something about a sun god, a sun goddess. Someone could be an astrologer. Yeah, see, I am my own muse. So you could potentially come from a dysfunctional family, or this is a community, a relationship that you don't feel a sense of belonging in. So yeah, you're embarking on something new. You're creating something new that actually inspires you because you're not inspired by other people. You're not inspired by society. You're not inspired by the majority of the world. Okay, when it comes to other people, we're not talking about the earth or nature, animals. We're talking about other people. This is like dysfunction or lack of belonging. You could be a very peculiar soul, very unique individual here. You have a hard time fitting in. You could find yourself feeling like even the outcast within outcasted groups. So even within outcasted groups, you are outcasted. Okay, you're like the outcast of the outcasts. So you create your own way. You are literally a trailblazer. Yes, I know it might be a little cliche, but if you don't belong to the current framework, if you don't belong to the current world, yes, you are here to create a new one, to pave a different path. So yeah, the other day, a ginormous black wasp flew into my apartment. And after doing some research, I found out it was not only the queen giant Asian hornet, but it was the foundress queen giant Asian hornet. Almost the size of a hummingbird inside my apartment. And she landed on my partner's collie tapestry. I bring this up because it could be a message for you here. The foundress queen is the queen that starts the entire colony, that starts the entire nest. Like, she is the founder, right? The foundress. So that could be you, like the founder, the foundress, whatever you prefer. You are creating a way, or you are literally starting the nest of a new community, of a new construction, of a new belief or idea, something like that. But like, you are like the founder. That's very interesting. So yeah, you could be creating a new job, path, business, or this could even be a collective, like an art collective. This could also be a nonprofit. This could also be some sort of business, community venture, collaboration. I'm getting some sort of collective community project or a community space, Something like that. But you're creating something very unique, and you're inspired by yourself. You're like, yeah, no one will go the lengths that I have or will. No one will create the things that I have or will, but I am capable of it. I will do it. Something like that. So anyway, the thing is like the wasp landed on the Kali tapestry, which it could have been just her saying hello. I don't know why she would say hello to me though, because I don't work with her. She's not from my own personal background or culture, and I don't believe in cultural appropriation, but I appreciate the gesture nonetheless. But what's interesting here is that it's like that wasp landing on her tapestry is like where destruction meets creation, right? And it's so interesting because there's not really a huge distinction between the two in the spiritual or in a lot of cultures, right? Yeah, so you deconstructing something to create something new is a very pivotal, meaningful, and spiritually guided process by the divine. Like, it's part of your destiny. It's part of your veered, okay? And so it's almost like you're creating a new way off of the backs of those who shunned you, rejected you, outcasted you, okay? So give me more information. I am my own muse. Yeah, see, we have the song Conform by Surgery Head playing. So yeah, it's like you've been pressured into conforming, abused even into conforming, punished into conforming, and you still won't because you're like, well, I'm the only being here that exists as me. And if I conform, I erase gifts. I erase the divine. I erase purpose, fate, something like that, okay? Yeah, so you might not be getting very much support, very much love. There's a lot of passive, aggressive, like malice that is indirect in such a way that can't be owned. So people throwing rocks, hiding their hands, people playing holier than thou while acting maliciously, mental gymnastics. Yeah, the thing is like you're channeling that into something fresh though. Okay, you're channeling it. It could even be transmutation, because even like a page of cups inverted, that's energy that could be utilized. Yeah, I'm seeing here as well is like you don't care because you're happy. You're the happiest you have been thus far. You're the happiest you've ever been in your life, and it's because you are not looking for inspiration outside of yourself any longer. You are the inspiration. You are the happiest you've ever been. So it doesn't matter what kind of hatred exists around you. Like, the love, passion, and fire within you is stronger, will always be stronger. Because you being inspired by yourself and choosing something that comes from within yourself, something that also comes from something larger than yourself, something spiritual, it cannot be overtaken. Because even if your physical vessel is broken, you can mend it. Or even if you pass on, you can come back as a spirit, as a force, as a community. So it's not just you. So you are your own muse, but it's connected to the energetic, the spiritual, the acausal. Yeah, you're not inspired by other people who cannot own their own malice. They act or pretend like they have no malice within themselves, or they wouldn't even hurt a fly, but their actions show a much different reality. Okay? And so you're not inspired by people who cannot face the truth, who cannot face themselves, who cannot face their shame, who cannot take accountability. You're not inspired by people like that. Because that's how everyone is. Like, that's the dominant personality, that's the dominant narrative. And it's boring. I understand. It's boring. Yeah, you'd rather see reality. You'd rather see the truth, but you're dropping people, or people are dropping off from your reality. I see you clearing up the fog and seeing the truth and owning your truth, and you're happy standing by the truth no matter what, okay? If other people can't handle the truth, or it brings out the malice within them that they can't even see, that's on them, okay? So what's on you is what's meant for you, okay? So please tell me more. What is I am my own muse? So we have the Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. That's amazing. Your ancestors are showing up, okay? Yeah, there's hate, there's malice. See, it's like the malice that can't see itself. It's like the snake that looks in the mirror and sees a dove, or something like that, okay? A snake in dove's clothing. Justice. Justice is you speaking the truth, balancing the scales by standing by what you know is the truth and being just, righteous. And that means also, it's like if someone brings malice to your life, send it back. That's balancing the scales too. If someone brings joy to your life, give it back. That balances the scales too. But yeah, I see your ancestors are a part of this, okay? Your family, your ancestry. The ancestors that you have that you would feel a sense of belonging with, ancestors and spirits are just as varied and complex as mankind. And you could have some ancestors you don't get along with and others that you do. But I'm getting the majority of these ancestors that see the vision or are passing the torch or are supportive of you are showing up here and trying to highlight your voice, your creativity, your power, your influence, but your joy. The joy you find in standing by the truth, even if you're hated in the process, even if there's malice in the process, even if there's a lack of individuality or accountability in the process. But this is your individuality. This is your spirituality. This is your passion. And this is something that is influenced by your ancestry. Okay? Very much so here. There are some messages here that I can't even convey with basic English because language is too limited to express everything. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's see. You have people who are very malicious, that see themselves as, I don't know, they infantilize themselves, or they don't see their own negative patterns of behavior. But then you have the opposite problem where you see all of your negative patterns of behavior, but then you don't see actually the ways you are very giving, kind, considerate, etc. Okay? So yeah, it's like shadow opposites. But yeah, your actions show all right? Your actions show the truth or whatever. So a word of advice too is like, sometimes we get really fixated on vindicating ourselves from people who are lying or malicious. The fact of the matter is, more often than not, they know the truth, but they don't want to face it. And also our desire for vindication is rooted in a desire for validation from people who can't even see you anyway, right? So that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with desiring vindication, but just take time to recognize where the desire comes from. A deep-seated need for validation, but honestly, you're not going to get validation from these types of individuals who throw rocks and hide their hand, okay? So seek that validation from individuals that genuinely respect and love you, and that you can ask for honest feedback from, that isn't malicious but is honest and loving, right? The answer isn't to not let it bother you, but the answer is to stop seeking validation from the sources that are seeking to harm you, erase you, invalidate you, whatever, okay? My advice isn't to not let it bother you, but to let it build you. Transmute it or deconstruct it. Share it with those you love, but don't seek the validation of those who aren't even equipped to validate aspects of you that they would never understand, okay? Shaded. Interesting. Yeah, so someone's being shady or throwing shade, but that's the thing. It's like shade, not the light of truth, okay? So that's the thing. So many people act like they're light workers or light bearers or light bringers, but they're throwing way too much shade to hold that much light. Magic. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles here. So you have your walls up, you have your guard up, or this is your protection against individuals who are trying to invade your energetic, emotional, physical, etc. boundaries here, okay? Yeah, you could be using herbs, dirt, salt, etc. in ritual or in a practice. You don't have to, but there's something about getting out into nature or getting out into the earth or using earth or something like that, earth element. Yeah, so you have people who are trying to spread rumors about you or gossip about you. You're not aware of the extent of this, but people are trying to spread rumors about you, but you're guarded, you're protected, okay? Someone could be doing so from a fake account. Someone could be trying to start stuff or spread stuff through a fake account. And look, how funny is it that We got Muse. We literally got the card Muse. And we got I am my own muse. That's musing. Okay, so yeah, you're the muse here. So there's someone who's trying to spread rumors about you, but they're saying that's a form of creation and you're the muse. So yeah, you're inspiring people. Even if it seems negative, you could transmute it. It's energy, okay? The more you can flip the script in your mind to see this negative energy being thrown at you as an opportunity, as free fuel to use and utilize for your desired outcome, the more empowered you're gonna feel, right? It's like instead of feeling like a victim, like, oh, I'm me, like people are so obsessed with me. It's like the thing is people don't get obsessed with someone unless they have some sort of sauce to get obsessed with. So the thing is you're the muse. Yeah, that message about creation and destruction, the fine line, the line that doesn't always exist. Yeah, exactly. So you're that force of creation and destruction, and people try to destroy you, but actually they're just creating you even more because you're the muse. That's what they do. It's a form of energy. It's a form of magic. Like, listen, okay? It's a form of magic because the spiritual does not always see the difference between destruction, creation, negativity, positivity, whatever. So it's all just energy. And the more individuals have you on their mind, you on their tongue, you on their heart, that's feeding your power. The more that they create things inspired by you, they tell the universe that you're the muse. They tell the spiritual that you're the muse. They tell the acausal that you're the source. You're the inspiration. That actually inadvertently builds you up. They don't even realize it. They're investing. Instead of money, it's energy. They're investing into you every single day. Some of these individuals are talking about you every single day. They're investing their time, their energy, stuff that they won't get back, like priceless. Like, you can't buy that. You can't buy it back even. They're straight up giving it to you. It's like they become your employees. They become your fuel. They are building you up, okay? So yeah, you could be coming out of a state of depression. It's helping you solidity. Okay, maybe there's something about filtering. I'm not sure, but let's get more info. This is a great reading for you. Yeah, see, I can't make this up. It's multiple. Gang stalking. You got stalkers, you got a group, you got watchers, or you got people trying to spread rumors about you or whatever, but they follow you everywhere you go, and they don't even realize it, but like they are literally like unpaid employees following you everywhere you go, giving you free energy. It's like they're in the back of the house working overtime to like pile up coal and fuel a big machine. They don't even realize it. Like in their mind, they think that they're doing something destructive to you, but the whole time it's creation. That's the message I have for you. Shout out to our sponsors today. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. If you'd like to check out my other offerings and services, check the description below. Hopefully, I get to see you in the next message and you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.